The global meat industry is a $1.4 trillion powerhouse. And guess who it's quietly profiting from the most? Seniors over 60. Why? Because aging bodies are more vulnerable. We trust the label, we trust the packaging, and we believe lean or grilled means healthy. But behind the scenes, you're being fed a dangerous mix of inflammatory proteins, hidden sodium bombs, and muscle-destroying toxins, all while the industry rakes in billions. And the scariest part, most doctors don't even warn you. In this video, we're revealing the 4 worst meats every senior should avoid, and the 4 best meats you must eat daily to rebuild strength, reverse fatigue, and protect your heart. These meats are ranked from least to most dangerous or powerful, and number 2 will absolutely shock you, because it can literally change the speed of aging in your muscles by over 30%, according to recent studies. These are the meats they don't want you to know about. Why? Because they're cheaper to sell than to expose. The truth isn't profitable, but it could save your life. And yes, every single scientific reference is linked in the description below, so you can see the data for yourself. Before we dive in, tell us in the comments, where are you watching from? We're reading and replying to every single comment, and your answers help shape the next video. Now, without any further ado, let's start with number 4 on the worst list, because this one may already be sitting in your fridge right now. Number 4. Deli turkey. Yes, even the lean one. Deli meats like turkey slices may look innocent. They're low-fat, easy to chew, and convenient for sandwiches. But what most seniors don't realize is that deli turkey is one of the most heavily processed meats on Earth, and it's quietly loaded with sodium, nitrates, and hidden chemical preservatives that can wreak havoc on aging bodies. Meet Margaret, 72. She switched to turkey sandwiches thinking she was making a healthier lunch. But after months of fatigue, swelling in her legs, and skyrocketing blood pressure, her doctor told her the real issue wasn't salt from the shaker. It was coming from her sandwich meat. One serving of deli turkey can pack over 1,000 milligrams of sodium, and when combined with phosphates and nitrites, that healthy sandwich can send your blood pressure into dangerous territory. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adults over 60 who consumed processed meats regularly had a 43% higher risk of heart failure. What makes deli turkey so sneaky is that it still gets advertised as a lean protein. But after 60, your kidneys can't clear out excess sodium and phosphates as well as they used to. This leads to edema, calcium loss from bones, and blood vessel stiffening, all hidden damage happening behind the scenes. If you're reaching for turkey slices out of convenience, switch to roasted fresh turkey breast you prep at home. It's night and day for your health. But this next meat is even more misleading and even more dangerous. Number 3. Chicken breast, if it's factory raised. You've been told for decades that chicken breast is the golden child of healthy eating, lean, low-fat, and packed with clean protein. But that's old news. The modern factory-raised chicken breast is a far cry from what our bodies were built to digest, especially after 60. Today's mass-produced chicken is grown at unnatural speeds, injected with salt water to boost weight, and fed a chemical cocktail of hormones and antibiotics, none of which belong inside a senior body. Meet Walter, 66. He genuinely thought he was doing everything right. He swapped out steak for grilled chicken breast 5 times a week after reading an article about red meat and cholesterol. But within months, his knees began aching, his sleep got worse, and his blood sugar crept into the danger zone, even though he wasn't eating sugar. His doctor blamed aging, but it wasn't his age, it was the hidden chemicals in his chicken. A 2023 European Food Safety Authority report revealed that over 70% of chicken sold in supermarkets contains residual antibiotics. Even worse, a Johns Hopkins study in 2022 found that long-term consumption of industrial chicken increases insulin resistance by up to 34% in older adults. That means more fatigue, slower healing, and faster muscle breakdown, exactly what seniors cannot afford. When seniors eat factory-raised chicken breast, they're unknowingly putting pressure on their liver and kidneys, disrupting their microbiome and inflaming the very tissues that need support. This isn't just about calories or fat anymore. It's chemical warfare on your joints, your digestion, and your metabolism. And the sad part, many seniors cook it in inflammatory seed oils or sugary sauces that multiply the damage. If you love chicken, switch to organic, pasture-raised chicken instead. Yes, it costs more, but it saves you from the fatigue, the inflammation, and the long-term metabolic disaster you didn't see coming. But this next meat? It's even sneakier. It wears a healthy disguise, yet it may quietly double your stroke risk. Let's talk about it. Number 2. Turkey thigh. On the surface, turkey sounds like the perfect protein, especially dark meat like the thigh. It's juicy, flavorful, and packed with B vitamins and selenium. But here's what nobody's telling you. Commercially prepared turkey thighs, especially those cured, smoked, or seasoned, are a metabolic landmine for seniors. And it's not just about the salt or fat. It's about what's hidden behind the label. Meet Linda, 73. She switched from red meat to turkey thinking it would be gentler on her heart and joints. She baked seasoned turkey thighs every week, low and slow, and felt proud of the change. But after a year, her blood pressure spiked dangerously. Her ankles were swollen, and her heart meds had to be doubled. When her doctor reviewed her food log, the problem became clear. Her turkey was loaded with preservatives, nitrates, and sodium phosphate, common additives in pre-seasoned or smoked turkey products. A 2021 study published in Nutrients found that processed turkey meat can raise systolic blood pressure by 12 to 18 millimeters of mercury in older adults within 8 weeks, even in those who don't add table salt. Why? Because those hidden phosphates act like hormone disruptors. They inflame your blood vessels, raise vascular stiffness, and throw your kidneys into overdrive. For seniors whose filtration rate is already declining, this sets the stage for fluid retention, rising creatinine, and faster cognitive decline. Plus, those cured turkey thighs often contain trace amounts of nitrosamines, which have been linked to neurodegeneration and dementia risk in people over 60. If you truly want to benefit from turkey, go for fresh, unseasoned, organic cuts only. Avoid pre-marinated packs and never buy turkey labeled smoked, oven-roasted, or ready to eat. Cook it yourself with anti-inflammatory herbs like rosemary or turmeric and skip the sugary glazes. Turkey can be healing, but only when it's pure and prepared right. Otherwise, it becomes a dangerous trap hidden in a healthy disguise. And that brings us to the meat ranked number 1. This one is shocking because it's in nearly every senior's freezer, and it's been shown to increase death risk by over 40% in older adults. Let's reveal it now. Number 1. Liver, beef, or chicken. It's been called a superfood by nutritionists for decades. Packed with iron, vitamin A, and B12, liver sounds like the miracle meat for seniors until you look at the terrifying downside. Beef and chicken liver, especially when eaten more than once a week, can silently trigger vitamin toxicity, iron overload, and even accelerate vision loss, liver damage, and stroke risk. And the scariest part, most seniors have no idea how dangerous this healthy meat can be. Take Robert, 76, who ate chicken liver every weekend because his doctor once told him it was rich in nutrients. But over time, he started experiencing blurred vision, frequent nosebleeds, and constant fatigue. His family thought it was just aging, until a blood test revealed dangerously high vitamin A levels, also known as hypervitaminosis A. According to a 2020 analysis published in Frontiers in Nutrition, eating just 100 grams of liver per day can supply more than 700% of your daily vitamin A needs, and this excess can build up in the liver over time, especially in seniors whose detox systems slow down with age. Here's what that does inside your body. Excess vitamin A becomes toxic. It inflames your liver, dries out your skin, blurs your vision, and even weakens bones, ironically increasing the risk of fractures in older adults. Add to that the high heme iron content in liver, and you've got another problem. In seniors, Too much iron from liver can deposit in organs and oxidize blood vessels, raising inflammation and skyrocketing cardiovascular risk. In fact, the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that seniors with high heme iron intake from organ meats had a 32% higher risk of stroke. Liver can still have a place, but only in tiny amounts, no more than once or twice a month, and only if your doctor confirms you're not already high in iron or vitamin A. For most seniors, it's a nutritional landmine disguised as medicine. If you've been eating it often thinking it's helping your health, it could be quietly accelerating the very symptoms you're trying to fight. So if there's one meat to approach with serious caution, it's this one. And now that we've revealed the worst, let's flip the script. Because coming up next are 4 meats you must eat daily to fight muscle loss, inflammation, and fatigue after 60, and number 1 on that list might just save your life. Number 4. Grass-fed beef in moderation. Most seniors have been told to fear red meat, but what if they've been warned about the wrong kind? Grass-fed beef, in small portions, is one of the most powerful meats for rebuilding muscle, supporting brain health, and boosting energy over 60. Unlike processed or grain-fed cuts, grass-fed beef is leaner, richer in anti-inflammatory omega-3s, and contains a vital compound called conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, which has been shown to reduce body fat and preserve lean muscle. Meet Harold, 71. After years of avoiding beef completely, his strength was fading fast, and his doctor flagged early signs of sarcopenia. But when he reintroduced just 3 to 4 ounces of grass-fed steak twice a week, paired with vegetables, everything changed. His energy shot up, his blood pressure stabilized, and his grip strength improved within 2 months. It wasn't magic, it was muscle metabolism at work. According to a 2019 review in Nutrients, CLA found in grass-fed beef significantly improves body composition and reduces muscle wasting in older adults. What's happening inside? Grass-fed beef provides complete amino acids, the building blocks of muscle, and heme iron in its most absorbable form. That's crucial for seniors battling fatigue and weakness. But the secret weapon is vitamin B12, which helps maintain nerve function and red blood cell production. And because grass-fed beef has lower saturated fat and higher antioxidant levels like vitamin E and glutathione, it protects the heart and lowers inflammation, a rare win-win for aging bodies. The key: moderation and quality. Stick to small portions, 3 to 4 ounces, no more than twice a week, and always choose grass-fed, organic cuts when possible. Pair it with leafy greens like kale or spinach to maximize iron absorption without overloading your system. This isn't about eating steak every day. It's about targeted, smart inclusion, and when done right, it can rebuild strength, reverse frailty, and fuel your body like you're 40 again. But if you think beef is surprising, wait until you see the next one. It's even gentler on digestion and packed with age-defying nutrients. Before we go on, if you're getting value from this video, go ahead and tap that like button, and make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you never miss out on powerful health tips like these. Number 3. Lamb, grass-fed. When most people think of lamb, they picture heavy dishes and fatty cuts. But what they don't know is this: grass-fed lamb may be one of the most overlooked superfoods for seniors struggling with muscle loss, and the science backs it up. Lamb is a rich source of complete protein, iron, zinc, selenium, and especially creatine, which plays a critical role in muscle energy production. But here's the catch: it must be grass-fed. Grain-fed lamb is higher in inflammatory omega-6 fats and may carry traces of antibiotics or hormones. Grass-fed lamb, on the other hand, contains nearly twice the omega-3 fatty acids and conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, which has been shown in studies to help prevent muscle wasting. Meet Evelyn, 72. She was always told red meat was dangerous, so she avoided it completely. But after being diagnosed with sarcopenia and anemia, her doctor surprisingly suggested adding small portions of grass-fed lamb twice a week. Within months, not only did her iron levels normalize, But she also noticed her legs didn't shake when standing up anymore. She prepared it as slow-cooked lamb stew with herbs, trimming excess fat and avoiding frying. The result? Less inflammation, more strength, and a renewed sense of energy. According to a 2017 study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition, elderly individuals who consumed moderate amounts of red meat had 18% more muscle mass preservation compared to those who avoided it entirely. The key was quality and portion control. For seniors, this means slow-cooked, lean, grass-fed lamb, not processed lamb sausages or greasy kebabs. It's all about how you prepare it and how often you eat it. If you're over 60 and your muscles feel weaker every month, consider bringing lamb back into your diet, carefully and consciously. But this next meat is even more powerful at restoring muscle cells from the inside out. Number 2. Venison, deer meat. Most seniors have never even tried venison. But if you're over 60 and losing muscle mass fast, this wild meat could be the secret weapon you've been missing. Venison or deer meat is one of the leanest, cleanest, and most nutrient-packed meats available today. Unlike factory-farmed meats, venison is naturally grass-fed, free from antibiotics and hormones, and incredibly rich in protein, providing up to 26 grams of high-quality protein per 100 grams, along with iron, zinc, and B12, which are essential for muscle regeneration and red blood cell production. What makes venison so unique is its low saturated fat content, while still being dense in creatine and carnosine, two compounds that directly support muscle energy and recovery in older adults. Meet Robert, 69, a retired park ranger. He used to hunt deer for sport, but rarely ate the meat. After a hip surgery left him weak and reliant on a cane, he dug into his freezer and started eating venison twice a week, slow-cooked in hearty stews. Within just 6 weeks, Robert noticed a dramatic shift, less joint pain, more stability in his legs, and better stamina on his walks. His doctor was shocked to see his muscle density improve during his next checkup, especially since he hadn't changed anything else. The secret? A wild meat that delivered more nourishment than anything he'd bought in a store. One clinical review published in Meat Science found that venison contains 30 to 40% more bioavailable iron than beef, meaning it gets absorbed faster and supports oxygen flow to muscle tissue more efficiently. And because it's lower in cholesterol than beef or lamb, it doesn't strain aging hearts the same way. If you're eating commercial meats daily and still feeling tired, weak, or inflamed, switching to venison, even once or twice a week, could flip the switch on your recovery. But there's one meat left that experts call nature's multivitamin, and most seniors still fear it. Number 1. Bison, grass-fed. This might sound dramatic, but grass-fed bison isn't just meat, it's medicine in disguise. In fact, many top geriatric nutritionists now refer to bison as the multivitamin meat for seniors. Why? Because it combines everything your aging body is desperate for: ultra-lean muscle-building protein, anti-inflammatory omega-3s, heme iron, zinc, selenium, B12, and even CLA, conjugated linoleic acid, a rare fatty acid that directly supports fat loss and muscle regeneration. And it does all of this with nearly half the fat of beef. One 100-gram serving of grass-fed bison provides about 22 grams of protein, but only 2 to 3 grams of fat and 0 antibiotics or synthetic hormones. Because bison cannot legally be factory farmed in the U.S., meet Eleanor, 73. She had been struggling with extreme fatigue, brittle nails, and noticeable muscle shrinkage in her legs and arms. Her doctor told her to eat more protein, so she doubled up on chicken. But nothing changed. It wasn't until her granddaughter brought over bison from a local butcher and grilled it medium rare with rosemary that Eleanor felt something shift. Within a month of replacing her usual meats with bison burgers twice a week, her energy soared, her legs felt firmer, and her hair even regained some strength. Blood work confirmed what she felt. Her iron and B12 levels were back in the optimal range. A study published in Nutrition Research found that people who consumed bison regularly had significantly lower markers of inflammation, like CRP, compared to beef eaters, despite matching calories and protein. That means better joints, better circulation, and more oxygen to your muscles. And because bison contains natural creatine and CLA, it promotes lean mass gain without storing excess fat, a game changer for anyone over 60 trying to fight off sarcopenia. This isn't your average meat. This is nature's recovery formula. But so few seniors eat it simply because they don't know it exists, or they think it's too exotic. The truth: bison is available in most health-conscious grocery stores today, and the benefits speak for themselves. So now you know not all meats are created equal, especially after 60. Some are silently destroying your arteries, stiffening your joints, and accelerating sarcopenia without you even noticing. Others, like grass-fed bison, venison, and lamb, are doing the exact opposite, rebuilding lost muscle, repairing cell damage, restoring strength, and energizing your entire body without the inflammation, sodium overload, or toxic additives. The worst part: 99% of seniors still think meat is meat. They assume chicken sausage is healthy and processed deli turkey is better than nothing. But now you've seen the science. You've heard the stories. You've got the numbers and the tools to act. If you made it this far, I want you to do two things. First, check your fridge. Seriously, open it right now. What's sitting in there? Are you fueling recovery or feeding disease? Second, drop a comment below telling us what shocked you the most. Was it the sodium bomb in bacon, or the way bison naturally reverses inflammation? We read and replied to every single one of you. This isn't just about food. This is about freedom. Freedom from muscle loss, fatigue, and declining independence. And it starts with one meal, one switch, one smart choice. So, what will you eat tomorrow? And if you're ready for the next health breakthrough, hit that subscribe button now, because in the next video, we're diving into the 7 drinks that reverse joint pain while you sleep. You don't want to miss it. If you have any questions or want to share your own experiences, feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.